Alrighty guys, so welcome back to my channel today, and we are doing another childhood speed build today. So today I am building the Proud Family's house in The Sims 4. So I honestly love this house because this house is by far the best house I've ever built in my entire life, because the Proud Family was my favorite show, my favorite childhood TV show. And now that I'm like recreating their house in The Sims, it's like, I feel blessed. I feel so amazed right now because I'm building their house in The Sims. And so this house took me about, almost 4 hours to build because I wanted to make sure that this house was family friendly, because their house was a family type house, because they had two baby twins. They also have Penny, Oscar, Sugar Mama, and Trudy all in the household. So it was kind of a big house, and I had to make it fit, sure that could, at least fit a lot of people in the house. So I kind of just did it that way. So if you don't know what the Proud Family is, it's basically a show that was on Disney Channel back in the year 2001, but ended in 2005, which was I'm kind of sad about because I want a reboot, please. Hello, Disney Channel, if you're watching this. Probably not. Please reboot Penny. Please reboot the Proud Family, please. Thank you. Anyway, so I believe that actually on Disney Channel they do reruns of it actually, so which is pretty cool. But if you don't know, Penny Proud was the best character all the time. Like, she was the best character because she was so real, so different, and just herself. Even though she was played by a different person, like the person who played Penny Proud was the same person who played on Dr. Dolittle. Like, Dr. Dolittle was Eddie Murphy, and then Eddie Murphy had Mr. Dolittle had a daughter, and so the person who played his daughter played Penny Proud, which is, pretty cool. And if you are watching this and you're a little bit older than me, it's Kyla Pratt, and she was the one who played on with Fat Albert, Dr. Dolittle, Hotel for Dogs, One-on-One, those type of shows she played on. And if you don't know her, you should check her out. She's pretty cool. She got 2 kids, and I kind of followed her life back in the day when I was little, and I thought she was pretty cool. So, actually recreating, I would say, her house in The Sims, but not technically her house, because she played on I guess you would say, she played on the Proud Family for, all the time. So I feel like I'm recreating one of her houses, which is, kind of cool, because I loved her. She was amazing. So, either way, I'm just kind of proud that I did this house. And a lot of you guys actually like the house, because I posted a picture on Twitter last night, so you were able to see it, a little sneak preview of the house, and get your thoughts and opinions. And a lot of you guys actually really loved the house that I built. So I'm kind of glad I was able to do that. So if you guys have any memories or thoughts at all of what do you think of the Proud Family show or house, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. So there's actually a lot of characters that I want to explain in the show. There's a lot of characters. So there's the main character, Penny Proud, and then she has her parents, Oscar Proud and Trudy Proud. And then there's her grandma, Sugar Mama, and then BB and Cece, who are her brother and sister. And then she has her friends, Dejanay Jones, Sticky, I wouldn't say her friend, La Cienega Bouvardes, and Zoe were her friends. And then they had the evil bullies, the Gross sisters. So what I found out, I think about last year, it was last year when I found out, because one of my friends actually told me that the Gross sisters from the Proud Family? And I said, yeah. I thought they were actual blue people, but in reality, they were straight up ashy. And I literally was rolling on the floor laughing. I was like, wait, no, don't tell me they were actually ashy. They were so ashy that they were blue. Ooh. Oh gosh, they need some lotion because they got some crusty arms. Anyway, nevertheless, that show cracked me up. They were all saying, they literally put their hand out and pay up or throw up or something like that. I don't know. They were just those evil bullies that I did not like at all. I honestly hate bullying, so I did not like them that much. So basically they had 3 of them. I forget what the names were. I don't really care. But seriously, they were just awesome people. And the person who played Sticky was Orlando Brown, who actually played Eddie from That's So Raven, but also played, who else did he play? Because I forgot who else he played in that show. Oh well, but either way, I'm just really excited for this build and really excited for the characters. So again, if you have any thoughts or memories of the show, let me know. Can you actually relate to this family? Was your family this crazy? Was Trudy being the awesome mother, did you have like, okay, did you actually have a person who was like, did you have a grandma who was like Sugar Mama? Because Sugar Mama was the most funniest grandma I have ever seen in my entire life. She literally cracked me up, and I loved her for that. And so I put a picture on this wall of, an old lady, and I thought, Sugar Mama thought she was so cool, which she still is. She decided, you know what? I'm going to put an old picture of me when I was younger onto your house, Oscar. So basically, you should worship me every time I walk in the room, not throw whatever or shade or insults at me when I walk in the room. Because Oscar didn't really like his mother because she was more of more attached to her other son Bobby Proud, which is okay with me, but because Oscar was an awkward child, but Bobby was cool too, and yeah, he was just awesome. So either way, who was your favorite character in the show? My favorite character was actually Penny Proud, but my second favorite was probably Sticky because he was kind of hilarious because he did not like Dejanay Jones. Like, Dejanay, get off me! But it was kind of hilarious. It was really funny because Dejanay Jones loved Sticky, but Sticky didn't like Dejanay Jones because, she was all up on him all the time, like literally all the time. And so basically she liked him, but he didn't like her in that sort of way. But then you had, well, like in the first episode, it was basically Penny Proud auditioning for the cheer squad was her best friend Dejanay Jones. But that nemesis, La Cienega Bouvardes, who actually came to this new school, she said, you know what? I'm going to audition for the cheer squad. But what Penny did not know was that La Cienega and Dejanay Jones go way, way back to the sandbox, like way, way back. And they were all like best friends. And so she decided to do that. But what happened was that, what was it? Dejanay couldn't choose between her best friend and her old best friend to see who would join the cheer squad. So she decided, let's have a cheer off. And then she was like, excuse me. Penny was like, excuse me, what? And La Cienega wants to have it her way and be so cute and innocent. She is not innocent. She is evil. Evil. Like she's a freaking Susan. Yeah, don't be a Susan. Like, no, don't be a La Cienega. That's a true statement. Don't be a La Cienega who's very like plays sweet and innocent in front of people, but in reality, when she's like all alone with you, she's pure evil. So don't be a La Cienega. Please don't, because we don't have time for that, or you will get pushed by Penny Proud, or maybe Sugar Mama, or Poppy. Oh yeah, Poppy was another one too. Poppy was La Cienega's grandfather, and they had Felix, who was La Cienega's father, and then Sunset, who was her mother. And so it was kind of funny that they actually lived right across the street from Penny Proud, and that was like actually in the first episode. And so when they were actually having the cheer off, Penny she was upset that her friends were picking La Cienega over her. And so that was kind of hilarious to me because what she said in front of the Gross sisters, like, she thought, oh man, I wish La Cienega would just go away forever. I wish she never moved here. And so the Gross sisters thought, Penny actually asked us to, quote unquote, get rid of La Cienega. And so Penny was all mad and didn't realize that at all. But then the Gross sisters took Sticky kept him captive for 2 days, literally 2 days, and had him make all these calculations to make sure, La Cienega, flies away out into the distance away from the school. So Penny didn't realize it at first, but when Sticky found Penny on the road walking to school, he told her about the situation. And so when they got to the school, Penny tried to stop La Cienega, pushed her off the little spinny thing, did the cheer off, and once that thing started rolling, she went around and around, like she said, bring it around town, and she literally flew out. She flew so high, she flew away. She flew away from the scene. It was kind of hilarious about that. But then she got a broken leg, she had a fracture, and then Trudy had to call Dr. Payne. And so that doctor is kind of hilarious because he's a real doctor, but he's I wouldn't say ghetto, okay? I would say he's more of a not evil. What's the correct word? I would say more hardcore doctor who's not your typical ordinary American professional doctor, but he's a professional, but he's not your average doctor who just as nice. He tells you straight up what's going on. And so Oscar, who's the freaking Neanderthal who he is has a business called Proud Snacks. That is literally the worst snack in my entire life because those snacks are gross. Because I think they're actually peanuts, yeah, they are actually peanuts, which I cannot have peanuts. Matter of fact, speaking of peanuts, I just got a new EpiPen today, so yay, from the doctor. So that's why I was late, as I was at the doctor's office getting some new medication, a new EpiPen, and other things like that. So either way, Proud Snacks were peanuts, and that was a thing. Everyone said, ugh, gross. And then they had, what was it? The Wizard. No, what was his name actually? Because I forgot. No, because yeah, I believe, the Wizard. Let me look that up. The Proud Family Wiz. Oh, Wizard Kelly Jr.? Yeah, Wizard Kelly Jr. That was his name was. And he had all like this chain restaurant of, a movie theater, everything else like that. So it was pretty much, Wizard Kelly Jr. was his son. Wizard Kelly is the actual person. And I realized that they don't show his face, which is really, really weird. It's just like on the Powerpuff Girls that they don't show Miss Bellum, I think that's what her name is, what her face is. I think what I heard is that they said, she's so tall and the mayor's so short, they said, you know what? Let's not draw her face because the mayor has to look up at her and we don't want to put the camera on her face. So I don't know. I guess that's what they said about the Wizard Kelly. Anyway, they only show his teeth, only like the teeth and all the way down to his feet. And he has like a basketball in his hand the whole time. And so that is really what's going on with him. And who is Aries Spears? Like, who? That's the person who played Wizard Kelly. But who is that? Let me click on that. I'm on Google right now, so I'm trying to figure out who that. Oh, he's an American comedian. Oh, he's a comedian. Huh. Interesting. Nice to know. Coolio. Well, he's a comedian. Maybe that's why he sounded so, I wouldn't say, sounded funny, but he was funny, Because he's a basketball star, and he owns all this, chain restaurants and movie theaters that cost, an arm of, $9, $10. Okay, so the third episode, I believe, when, Penny was like, okay, I'm only getting $5 from my parents, and, I want more money. And so when that happened, they thought, Penny thought, I'm going to go on strike with all my friends saying, what do you want? More money? How do we want it in cash? And everyone wants that, okay? Everybody wants more allowance that's what children need in their life. But so when that happened, they thought, okay, we don't have any money for a movie theater. So when they went to the movie theater, they saw Zoe and they thought, hey, we friends, can you give us a discount here? And no, actually what happened was it was La Cienega, Dejanay, and Penny, and I guess Sticky, who was there too, trying to make money. So when Penny, La Cienega, and Dejanay, they say, oh, I want to go to the movies. But Penny only had $5, and La Cienega said, oh, man, it's so hard having $50, $50, because I got my nails done, I got my hair done, I got new shoes, and I got this little purse, and now I only have $5. So when they went to the movie theater and they saw Zoe, Penny said, I would like 3 movie tickets, please. And so she gave Zoe the $5 that she had in her pocket. And Zoe said, oh, okay, that will be $25 more. And I was like, when I saw the episode, I was like, wait, what? Who in their right mind would pay $10 for a movie ticket? I wouldn't. But in reality, that's how much it costs for my movie theater. In my town, I think the cost to get one movie ticket at my movie theater is $10 something. I think $10.75, which is outrageously crazy. So I'm I will never ever in my entire life ever go to the movies ever again for that price, unless there's a good movie on in the theaters that I will actually want to see. Then I would pay $10. But $10 for a movie ticket? Heck no. Anyway, so nevertheless, I am pretty much upset about that price, but when Wizard Kelly came over, it's oh, we're friends of Zoe. No, they said, oh, we're friends of Zoe. And so, and he said, oh, then you guys qualify for the family friend discount. Now that will be $9.75. Literally took off 25 cents. What in the world? Yeah, so... So here's where I'm actually doing Penny's room. So Penny Proud had a really unique room. Her room was all purple. Well, the house itself is a cartoon area, so it wasn't really accurate of what I was looking for. So I try to make the rooms all the same to what I looked in the picture and also in the show. So Penny's room is all purple and pink and weirdness and dark. But the actual house on the outside, I believe it's like actually pink or tan. So I changed the color to a pink color, and that's what I did there. And I thought, with Penny Proud, she's a fan of 15 Cent, who clearly was probably a cousin of 50 Cent, but nevertheless, I feel like that she's a fan of 15 Cent. So I decided to put some posters on the wall, some calendars and whatnot, and she has a computer. I remember in one episode where Penny Proud had to go on her computer, and I think it was Sticky, who was like this computer program that she had on her computer. I can't remember what it was, but I remember the exact episode, not the actual episode number or season, but I remember when it was Black History, what? It's not African American, no, it's Black History Month. So I remember that episode, and it was with Penny Proud. She went back in time, and it was kind of like where you're going back into the 1960s before, Martin Luther King Jr. made his speech and did segregation and fought for black rights, where segregation should not be a thing. So I thought, you know what? I love that episode because it was so actually kind of real. So Penny had this big giant afro, and she wasn't allowed to talk to her friend Zoe, and then she had technically, so the way this episode worked, it was only Penny, Dejanay, and Sticky, who were, the three black people in the show, and her family. And then the people who were actually in the school, it was La Cienega, who was, because she's she's a tanner color, but she's technically Hispanic, I believe. And so she was qualified as, the white person in the room to go to that school. And so as well as Zoe. Oh, wait, no. No, it was, was it Penny in that school? No, I have no idea. I forgot. Because I remember, no, it was true. Yeah, Penny, everyone else was in the school, but I don't know. It was a really, really, no, I'm actually thinking Our Friend Martin, the actual movie that I was watching. That's the movie I was watching before I was watching The Proud Family, because I was learning on my history and everything like that. But anyway, Bobby Proud, that was that was Oscar Proud's brother, Sticky Webb. That was his last name. That was Sticky's last name, Webb. That's dirty. Sticky Webb. I don't believe so. So if you don't know the Proud Family's theme song, Where Have You Been? So the Proud Family theme song was called Here Comes Penny Proud. And the song was sung by Solange Cole, who is Beyonce's sister. So basically it was Solange Knowles who was the creator of the theme song, but she decided, you know what, I want to have my sister and Destiny Child to sing the song with me. So they decided, the Proud Family, their family, so they decided to sing it together, and that was the best thing ever. I love I love that theme song. That theme song it was really good. And I love listening to it because it was really cool and it was really nice and very catchy, actually. And I remember, I was Googling this earlier, last night, and I saw an article of Kayla Pratt, who said that she would love to see a Proud Family reboot. And that was back in March when she did that interview with peopleschoice.com, whatever. And so I saw that, I was like, ooh, will that be a thing? I honestly think, since Raven Baxter, Raven's Home is back, that service is back, I thought, the Proud Family reboot, Lizzie McGuire, Kim Possible, even Steven, Feel the Future. I wish they would bring those back, because all of them are not that old, because the shows were made back in the year 2000 and something. And so they're not really that old, even though they kind of play younger characters. The Feel the Future character, who named Phil, he was on he played a 15-year-old, he was 20 years old playing a 15-year-old, but Hannah Montana, Jason Earls, he was 30-something years old playing, I think, a 16-year-old. What? Because he has a very young face. So he basically was playing a 16-year-old brother who was actually 30 in real life. That tells you he has some good genes of being a child. Anyway. So, like I said, that's just pretty cool. And it's pretty, I feel like if you're going to be an actor and you have a young play, if you're technically, if you're being an actor and you have a baby face and you want to play a younger role, hey, you're good and you're awesome. So, if you want to check out the Proud Family, I believe they're still on reruns on Disney Channel. late at night, because I know for a fact that sometimes they play like throwback Disney Channel shows on Disney Channel at, like late at night, which is pretty cool. But I really miss like the old Disney Channel when they had like, you know, that Twitter tweet where people said, "Oh, I really miss the old Disney Channel summer stuff that they used to play, like, you know, Sunny with a Chance, So Random, Raven Bat, That's So Raven." Just like all those old TV shows that they used to play, and I really, really miss those a lot. And I wish they I wish they would bring those back so much, because I really feel like I was more connected to those families because they seem so real. Like Kim Possible, That's So Raven, The Proud Family, even Steven, Jake Long, The American Dragon. Like those shows were so freaking cool, and I loved them a lot. So again, I probably talked way too fast, and I didn't make any sense at all because I just woke up, I went to the doctor, didn't eat food, but you know, that is my life. What's yours? But either way, I hope you guys very much enjoyed this speed build as much as I did. Again, let me know in the comments below, who is your favorite character out of the entire Proud Family show? Mine is Penny Proud and Sugar Mama and maybe Poppy because he's hilarious. Oh yeah, Poppy was insulting Sugar Mama in Spanish, and she had no idea what he was talking. Like, she said, "Ooh, I don't know what you're talking about, but your voice sounds so sexy," and I was literally cracking up. But either way, I'm gonna wrap up this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!